The Champions League defeat is firmly behind us now, as all eyes are on the weekend, as we look to keep our winning run domestically. In today's video, we are going to discuss the Celtic player that coaches believe will explode this season, whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Gustav Lagerbilk and Odin Thiago Holm have extended their apologies to the Celtic teammates after receiving red cards in a 2-0 loss to Feyenoord, leaving the Scottish champions with just 9 men on the field. The defeat occurred in a fervent atmosphere at Feyenoord's The Coop Stadium. Lagerbilk, a rookie central defender from Sweden, was handed a somewhat contentious second yellow card, while Holm was given a straight red without the need of VAR intervention. Yang revealed that the pair apologised after the match, but said he never gave up hope, saying, "The two players felt very sorry for the team," revealed South Korean winger Yang Hyun-jun after the game. But the rest of the team are very supportive and told them that it was not a big thing. We have to get over it as a team and be professional. After we got the red cards, we were very disappointed, but because we are all very professional, I believed in our team. We still kept going on and doing what we can do. Before the red cards, I definitely believed that we could win. I could see from all the supporters the great backing they were giving us. Even after the red cards, I still hung on to the hope. Brendan Rodgers seemed frustrated after the match and blamed the inexperience of both players for the sending off, but praised the remaining 9 players for maintaining composure and putting in a hard shift for the remaining half an hour. Celtic will need to hope that Phillips can shake off this knock ahead of Lazio's visit in a few weeks' time, with unlikely Carter Vickers will be back. Looking to bounce back from a disappointing European defeat, Celtic travelled to Livingston on Saturday afternoon. The Tony Macaroni Arena caused the boys problems in Brendan Rodgers' first spell in charge of the club, but over the years they have been gradually banished. The treble-winning champions have won each of their last 2 visits to West Lothian. They will hope to keep such a run going this weekend. David Martindale always sets his team up well and will likely do so again this weekend. The Livy boss has recently praised Celtic and Brendan Rodgers though. He said, "It's going to take a bit of time for that to have an impact, but they've got a manager who has managed at the top level, who knows the club inside and out, so that transitional period has helped because he knows the fans' demands, he knows a lot of the players." Going from Ange Postecoglou to a manager who has been at the club previously made this summer's adaptation easier for Celtic players, according to Martindale. Indeed, the 49-year-old thinks there was a lot of stability at the club. He also admitted that Saturday's match will be an audacious one for his men. He said, "So they have a lot of stability and continuity at the football club by bringing Rodgers back, so it's going to be an extremely difficult game of football. I am under no illusions as to how hard it is going to be. As much as it will be a hard match for Livingston, they will make it a tough one for the Scottish champions too. The hosts will sit in, defend deep, and prevent the Celts from playing the football they want to." Behind the likes of Rangers, Aberdeen and Hearts, Livingston is one of the most dreaded away trips of Celtic fans. Should the boys come through at the weekend, however, they will move 7 points clear at the top of the table of their only real title rivals for Saturday night. Liam Scales' journey from the League of Ireland to the Champions League in just 2 years is a testament to his resilience and talent and timing. If it weren't for a spate of injuries to key defenders like Cameron Carter-Vickers, Mark Nowacki and Stephen Welsh, Scales might not have even been wearing the Celtic jersey. Yet whenever he's been called upon, he's risen to the occasion, earning praise from fans and pundits alike. His recent performances against Rangers and Feyenoord have particularly caught the eye. Despite Celtic falling to a 2-0 defeat to the Dutch side in Rotterdam, Scales was a standout player. The team may have finished the match with just 9 men, but Scales' display was one of the few bright spots on a difficult night. His composure and defensive solidity have started to win over fans who were initially sceptical, especially given that not long ago it seemed as though manager Brendan Rodgers was willing to let him go. Online plaudits have been pouring in for Scales, praising his ability to step up when needed. It's clear that he has seized his unexpected opportunity with both hands. The pressure in Rotterdam was immense, yet Scales looked like a player who belonged on the European stage. Scales has grabbed his opportunity with both hands. From nearly joining Aberdeen to becoming a player Celtic fans are starting to believe they can rely on. Reports claim even within inside the Celtic camp that coaches in and around the team believe this year he will explode and become a key contributor within the Celtic setup. Celtic may have played their UEFA Champions League opener on Tuesday, but there was still plenty of hoops interest in Wednesday's action. The first match day is over and done with, and we are one of 11 sides yet to register a point. There's always match day 2 though. The Wednesday round of games saw 3 former Celtic players feature, with varying results. Mohamed Elanusi is in the competition proper this season with Danish champions Copenhagen. Alongside Jordan Larsson, the Norwegian started as his side earned a credible 2-2 draw away to Galatasaray. Elyounoussi even struck the opening goal of the match after 34 minutes, chesting the ball inside the Turkish side's box, swivelling and hammering home with his left foot. It was his first goal in the Champions League proper since he netted for Basel in an away win to Manchester City in 2018. That also happened to be the last time he played in the full competition. Kieran Tierney was also making a long-awaited return to European football's Premier Club competition. The fullback's last appearance in the tournament arrived in 2018 when Celtic went down at home to Anderlecht. The result was a little more positive this time, as his Real Sociedad earned a 1-1 draw at home to Inter Milan. Who Scored gave Tierney a rating of 7.01, making him one of La Real's top performances despite only playing 61 minutes. Finally, there was more Real Madrid pain for Josip Juranovic. The Croatian was playing his second successive group stage match in the Santiago Bernabeu, this time for Union Berlin. The Bundesliga outfit gave a good account of themselves before succumbing to a 94th minute Jude Bellingham winner. Juranovic has now lost 3 matches to Madrid in the space of 12 months. Celtic right back Alissir Johnson has experienced his first loss with the club during the Champions League clash against Feyenoord. Despite the defeat, the Canadian defender maintained a sense of humour, playfully attributing the loss to Celtic's away kit rather than the challenging atmosphere or tough opponents. Johnson made his European debut for the club in the 2-0 loss to Feyenoord and said that the change from the domestic competition to the Champions League level can be a difficult adjustment. Yet, he jokingly insisted that the real culprit was the team's away kit, saying that as long as he dons the Celtic's iconic green and white hoops, he won't face another defeat. Of course the boys were in their third kit for the match. He said, "I think it's the kit. It has to be the green and white hoops. I might have to bin the green one. But that's the Champions League for you. Yes, that is a bit frustrating to lose that record. That is my first loss. But it was going to happen at some point, so hopefully we can bounce back and start another streak." Johnson was one of Celtic's better performers on the night. He bailed the centre-halves out a few times, playing a more conservative role than normal. He's a leader on the pitch, and Celtic are lucky to have a player of his quality on their books. Celtic fans, what have you made of Liam Scales' impact so far on the team? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celtapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.